Okay.
Okay, so we're here at McPherson Square at Occupy Washington, and this is the sister of
Hussein Sharifi.
and I'm going to let her tell you the name, tell you what happened to your brother.
Okay. Well, my name is Julia Sharifi. I go by Julia. I'm an NC State student, and I also have a part-time job. My brother, his name is Hussein Sharifi. He was imprisoned about 3 years ago, and he was charged with seven or I think 7 different counts of terrorism related. And my family was in holiday back home in Albania, and we didn't know nothing about this. So everything we learned was through the internet, and we had no idea. We didn't know what my brother just happened to my brother. So surely we learned that my brother didn't actually harm anybody. He didn't hurt anybody emotionally or physically. He was being entrapped by the FBI. They hired FBI informants and kind of used my brother's good-hearted and trustful nature and used that against him and made him believe that this guy, which the FBI informant was 20 plus years older than my brother, and they just used his good-heartedness. It was like kind of made him talk about or speak his mind about what his belief. But right now, nobody wants to hear about what's going on with the Muslim community. If they have beliefs, nobody understands them. So when the FBI is overhearing, they're just implying what things mean. So when we went to court and there were 9 jurors, 2 of them were asleep, they already made up their mind what a terrorist means, because the media does a good job of defining that a terrorist is a person usually associated with Muslim religion. So they already made up their mind about their guilty or innocence. And my brother was just sentenced Friday for 45 years in prison for no violence act. And he doesn't deserve it, and we just need a lot of people's help to get the word out, and that my brother's rights have been compromised, and don't think that your rights are never going to be compromised. That as we go right now, our constitutional rights are just being chipped away, and we have to speak up, because if we don't, nobody else will. So we just need a lot of support, and just knowing about the case and just talking to a congressman, just getting a lot of support from my brother, Hussein Sharifi.
You say he wasn't accused of any violence?
No, because he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It was just thought crimes. It's just what they thought my brother was planning to do, and they thought that there was 6 other guys, and they made them into a group. Some of the people in the group didn't even know each other. So, but it wasn't hard to convince the jury that we made up their mind. So, like, there's one example that, my brother's lawyer pointed out that one of the charges my brother is convicted of is planning to attack Guatemala. And he's like, the only reason he's charged with that is because the ringleader mentioned my brother's name. That if they would plan to attack the place, that my brother will come and support him. So therefore he got that charge. Another charge, he has 2 gun charges because the FBI informant invited him to a range, and then it was evident through the recordings that my brother didn't even know how to use a gun.
Oh, a shooting range.
Yeah, a shooting range. My brother didn't even
How to use a gun at all.
He didn't know how to use a gun, and it was just struggling. It was just all recorded. But how can somebody be so dangerous that doesn't know how to use a gun? My parents never taught us to use guns. We never were around guns. My parents don't own a gun. We live in the South, but that's just not how we grew up. So it's just a lot of implication, a lot of thought crime, a lot of what I think we were planning to do.
How old is your brother?
Right now he's 27.
27? Okay.
Yeah.
Is he married?
Yeah, he's married. He's been married for 3 years. He has a two-year-old daughter that he's never seen. His wife is back home in Kosovo. His wife hasn't been able to see him because she's over there in Kosovo and he's over here. So he doesn't deserve a 45-year sentence.